The general disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg, and it's under the command of Ohforfoxache of the What clan. And yes, it did make me laugh the first time I heard it, and it still makes me laugh again. Game on. Well, you can see that he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of that howitzer. It's a 155mm howitzer, capable of doing 500 alpha. Yes, it used to be 550, and 39mm pen. The damage radius 6.7 meters, between 6.5 and 10.5 seconds of stun. Well, it looks like he's headed off into the corner to have a go at the enemy tanks who meet in the center of the map. And well, he's gone very close to that wall. That building up ahead of him is actually going to be a bit of an inconvenience when he's trying to shoot at the enemy. Okay, Covenanter, and behind it a Wolverine. Bounce out. Yeah, he got some splash for 47. Now he's looking up in this direction because I think he's trying to work out where the enemy M44 is, and he's probably in the bushes. Either that or he'll be in that courtyard. Nope, can't see anything else. Okay, they've got a VK3001H now. Well, that looked as if it hit, but it only 82 hit points. And so that might be that it was only onto the tracks. It certainly sounded like a direct hit. Going back to that spot again. Okay, we've got an M4A3 76 wet there, but he can't shoot it because that building I mentioned earlier in when he was just positioning himself, that building's directly in his path. He fires one in blind, and then again quickly pays attention to see if he can spot where the enemy Arty might be. The standard reload for this Arty is 25 point, I think it's 8.9. Maybe my eyesight is going. Yes, it is 25.89. Used to be you could get a reload time of about 16 seconds. That's a direct hit. Oh! Well, he didn't get the kill. The Covenanter was actually killed by a KB-85, but he certainly hit him very, very hard indeed and got 191 hit points from the shot and 167 from the shot that killed him. His reload is 22.4. So it's only 3 seconds off the standard reload, but then a lot of players are dissatisfied with the M44 ever since Wargaming completely nerfed it. They've made it one of the worst Artys in the game now. People still play it, but only because they remember what it used to be like. Okay, we've got a Wolverine up there. He's going to fire a shell and see if it lands next door. Remember, it's only a very small splash radius now. Used to be a lot better. Now this is another position that enemy Artys would actually go to, over in this corner, because you can fire over virtually the entire map. And there doesn't appear to be any tracer coming out of here. It's an M44 that's doing it. If it is, that's just to wake him up if he is there. There's still a number of enemy tanks up in near the center of the map, and in fact he's just spotted a T-78, which of course is a 90mm armed Chaffee. Well, it's a Jackson turret on a Chaffee tank actually. Well, he stunned the T-78. That might slow him down enough so we can get a shot on him, but in the meantime we spotted an M4A1 across from those wrecks. Now he's dialing in. You can still earn decent hit points of damage from the M44, but just not as much as you used to. In fact, the Arty of preference at Tier 6 is now either the SU-8, because of course it's fire rate and it's alpha, which is 550 alpha, and it's got a fire rate which is a lot quicker, or the alternative is the AMX-13 F3AM. It may not be a lot of damage. Oh, he got a splash kill there. That's nice. That's his first kill of the game. And somebody just blew up, and I think that was a Valiant that just blew up. Yes, the SU-8 is definitely the one for preference, But then on top of that, you can also get the AMX to do wonders, because of course it's fairly fast starting based on the AMX 13-ton tank. Now the Wolverine took a splash there, but he's still around, and he's coming up to try and shoot at our Type 64, who didn't clear his right side when he went over to try and hassle that T-21, and now he's almost lost all of his hit points. We're loaded, rounds out. Let's see if we can get a hit. No, just too far away. Okay, situation is fairly bad because we're now 2 tanks down on the enemy, and there's a fairly good chance that one of those enemy tanks is headed in this direction to find out who was actually hitting them with those shells. So we're going to try a shotgun, because there's probably going to be somebody who comes around that corner, and if they do, they're going to get a nasty surprise. Now he could load the non-stun HE, but of course he'd need the intuition skill if he was going to reload it quickly. Once he's got his shot in, he needs to relocate quickly. It could be the M4A1 who comes around the corner. Let's get ready. Well, the KV-1's gone down, and that means now it's 3 versus 4. He had to adjust his aim again. The hull of an M44 is a Walker Bulldog, so it is fairly fast. Got a top speed of 56 kilometers an hour, so he might be able to get around this guy. And basically, it is a light tank hull. Well, he's going hunting, and the M4 hasn't turned up. But this could be quite interesting, because when you go Rambo like this and hunt the enemy down, they get a hell of a shot when somebody's facing them with a 155mm howitzer as their main armor. Now that M4A1 doesn't know who's looking at him, and thank you very much. This will be a very juicy kill. Well, it isn't a kill, but he does penetrate him. Now he can go in for the ram, and he gets something out of the ram. Looks like the guy disconnected. Go for it again. Oh, it takes him down to 3 hit points. And he finally gets his ram kill. And now he can shoot at that Wolverine down the other end. Of course, the Wolverine just saw what happened, and he's probably looking in shock at the fact that an M44 just... Oh, we got the Wolverine as well. What a shot. Now he needs to get into cover because there's a T21 up there. And the T21 just went down. And that means there's only one enemy left. It's the M44. Now he's only got half his hit points left because he lost a lot of that due to ramming. But if he finds the enemy Arty, he could go in there, shotgun him, and then ram him. And if they both die, well, what the hell? He's still got the victory for his teammates. This is going to be fun. Let's see if he's around the corner in the courtyard. His teammates are rushing to get to the cap. I think we're going to get to the courtyard before him, before them. And now, are we going to find someone? No, he's not here, but he is close by. In fact, he's just around the corner, and he just shotgunned one of our teammates. Now we can just drive up behind him and give him one up the exhaust pipe. What a great game by Ohforfoxache. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for Ohforfoxache in the M44. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 15. And he got a win rate of 2,751, which is Unicum standard. I do love a good shotgun followed by a ram. It's always funny to see an M44 ram kill an enemy. Even funnier when he kills a tank and then kills an RT2. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in this game turned out to be the SU-100Y, the box tank, who picked up a high caliber for 2,641 hit points. Second place was the VK3601H on the enemy team with 2,611, so not far between them. And in third place, we can see the SU-100, who managed to get 2,055 hit points, but unfortunately, he got taken out by the enemy M44 right at the end of the game. But at least it gave Ohforfoxache a good chance to shoot his opposite number right up the rear. When it came to Ohforfoxache, he got 1,295 hit points of damage. He was beaten by only 2 members of the enemy team. 3 members of his own team, puts him in 6th place when it comes to damage. When it came to kills, though, the top scorer was the box tank, who managed 4 kills. 3 kills went to the SU-100, to Ohforfoxache, and to 2 members of the enemy team, their VK3601H and their Wolverine. And when it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place because the box tank managed 1,231. He was the only one to get over 1,000 base. 765 went to the KB85. 758 went to Ohforfoxache. He fired only 13 rounds in that battle. He has 36 rounds in his magazine, so he had plenty spare. 4 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, and the one that was actually on the M4A1, that was a penetrating shot, but a low roll actually on him, which is surprising. And he got 9 splashes as well, 1,295 hit points of damage, of which 410 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see over 800 hit points of damage was done at close range from a shotgun. He received 1 hit. It was a penetrating shot. That was from the Wolverine, right at the other end of the long road leading out to the village. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did 167 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he made a profit of 38,961 credits to the game. And he also took away 3,411 experience points out of it as well. So you can see that actually, when you go Rambo, it's a lot of fun for Arty. And it does present some rather unusual sights. That M4A1 was looking all the way up the long road, just didn't look behind him. And it's almost like that moment in pantomimes or theatres where they say comedy theatres plays, where the person says, "It's behind you." Yes. And there was an Arty sitting behind him at close range with a 155mm aimed right at the center of his vehicle. Yes, that would have been a bit of a shock. I think the person who was driving that M4A1 suddenly realized, oops, I made a bit of a mistake there. But it almost seemed like he disconnected in a sense, because of course after that the ram kills came in, and yes, it was multiple rams to try and get rid of him. I think you just need to get a good run up when you actually hit them with ram. So another reason why it's a good idea to get the controlled ramming skill on the M44, because frequently I've actually had to ram the enemy myself using this particular vehicle, not this one belonging to Ohforfoxache, but I've used my own M44 to ram kill an enemy. And in one case, it was a heavy tank, which was a bit surprising considering this basically is a light tank instead of a medium converted into an Arty. But it was still funny, none the same. I'm incredible. The guy just didn't even look behind him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this replay. I certainly did. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.